Hello everyone, how you doing today? Thought I would take another look at the workshop and see what was out there. And oh man, yeah, I didn't look at the workshop very much this week, and then all of a sudden I hop in there and see some pretty amazing creations. So we're going to take a look at these. First one here is the MS Opulence, and this is by CrazyZ. And CrazyZ, more often than not, tends to build things more of a luxury style of ship, and usually quite plush on the inside and outside, and some interesting architecture or whatnot too. Like this one here, no exception. This is man, it gives me a little bit of that Star Trek vibe, just a little bit, probably because of how these are out to the side, and then the big uh, round front to it. But then again, you look at it from different angles, and it's like this sleek, like sports ship. um, definitely got some like high-end supercar kind of luxury going on here too, and that is another kind of trademark of stuff I've seen in the past from CrazyZ. Um, this is really cool. This is really cool. Look at the shaping here. And I got to say, when I'm going through and taking a look at this as a whole too, what really strikes me is what's going on back over here around these hangers. It's almost like a subframe of blocks going over another layer, but the inside of that is colored differently from the back. So it's getting like this three color combo going on here. Then even has like his logo made into blocks here on parts of the back of this ship as well. And man, this is a pretty big ship. This is size class 15. Um, no small thing here. So I'm really looking forward to getting in it and seeing it. And I already can say, although none of them are visible, there's an awful lot of retractables around here. You can kind of tell by the graphics. So it looks like a lot of guns will pop up. And also other things too, like look at this, it's got like wings, and the coloring on the wings is really cool. This little orange strip down here, and then the black front, kind of I don't know, almost like a blue-gray tone over here. Um, that's just really cool. A lot of color combinations and stuff that you just don't see all that often, and they really look good together. You've got several different colors going on here: the orange, the blacks, that blue-gray shade, of course the whites. Um, well, anyway, I'm gonna hop in this thing, and I think by the looks of this, that it looks like we've got a door here. Yes, we do. Maybe if I would come from the front side, that could help. We got some lighties over here too. I have a feeling some of his creations also have quite the light show that they'll produce if you hit a certain switch or function. So here I'm gonna go to night lighting here too, because we want to see what the lighting looks like, or it would be more accurate to see what it would look like in space as well. Um, so this is really cool. This entry ramp. It kind of like comes right up, but it's also decorative around the edges here. I like this, just how this was done. I mean, it's simple, but it's effective. Looks really cool there. And then it's kind of backed up on the other side with the same thing. And then we got a double ramp. So this is just like a little room, but we're not actually up into the ship yet. Wow. Or should I say the theater area here. No, this looks really, wow, look at this. This is something you don't see every day. This is a spaceship, and it looks like I walked into like a fancy movie theater complex here, and it's like, hey, go to screen 5 is over to the left, and screen 8's on the other side. No, this is cool. This is what a way to walk into a ship. You know, you walk in, you go through the little foyer, and then you're blam into this big, luxurious room with some seating around and whatnot. It's gonna take a bit to go through, I have a feeling. So I'm gonna just keep on trucking on this. So I got quite a few things to look at, but whoa, look at this. And if I make these weird noises like whoa, that's just me being an admirer. Wow, I like how this is done too. I like this sub-level And then it looks like there's a room above. The staircase done with the glass on the side like that. That's really cool. A lot of innovative ideas in these builds too, I tell you. So over here we got places to chill and eat breakfast or whatever. Man, we got our repair bay here. So, and then also looks like we've got a dual hangar door. So we're right above the ship now. Giant hangar door opening from the top. I would guess. I think these are 9x5 hangar doors. So yeah, two of them stacked up like that gives you a pretty big opening to park ships in vertically in here. And I love how this is done on the inside here too. So obviously we're looking at different stuff on both sides of the hangar already. And some of the LCDs too are just really cool. That looks great. Again, lots of color. I like the graphics. And I'm expecting to see a lot more throughout the ship too. So this is to the repair station. Okay. Oh, what's this little door go to? Oh, we've got a. What is that? What is this? There's a part here. Why is my... Oh, that's an armor repair. Oh, I get it now. Repair station for armor. I was looking for a repair console for the repair bay here, but I got to assume that's out in this area here somewhere too. Got a switch. Some extra stuff along the side here. So yeah, we've got a small constructor. Looks like an advanced constructor. A food processor. And some storage on the side here too. A nice 320k storage bin or storage controller. I don't know why I like to call them bins. Cargo boxes look great there. Let's go up a floor here. Oh, we got our window overlooking this theater over to the one side here. Oh, jeez, look at this. We got our spa area, the master cabin, medical center, lobby, and escape pods. Oh, look at this wall too. That looks cool. Yeah, I like these ideas like this. It's just kind of it's really fancy. It just really is fancy. Oh, like escape pod 2. So obviously it's set up for more than one person to escape in. I'll check that out in a second. Thruster room. This looks really cool too. I like how the thrusters are displayed. They are quite detailed models. It is really neat if you can display them somehow in the ship. It gives you some like extra detail. And this is done well, so you could repair your thrusters from the inside over here, and it looks like it's sealed off from the main ship as well. So even if one of these thrusters gets blown out, you shouldn't have oxygen loss in the main section over here. Let's go check out this escape pod. Oh yeah, so this is oh I get what's going on here. So this looks like, although I don't think it is, it looks like it would be a door or a mechanism in which these can be released out into space. Kind of like this would be a caution symbol, and maybe this door opens up and ejects out people into space. Nice safety feature. Can you imagine if airliners had a ejection seats? if you lose all your engines, all the people go pop it out and land with parachutes. That'd be interesting. Probably save a lot of lives. So the next part here, wow. We're still in this back hangar area, but now we're on the third floor over here by this. I like how this LCD is done too on the curved glass. Some good ideas there. And our alien plant here all lit up on display. We got the Queen's Suite. The Queen's Suite. Oh, look at this. Oh, and they got, yeah, look at that. It's got its own entertainment system too. You got to have that, and that is a really good idea. I guess, yeah, I really should probably try to take the time and do that too. I occasionally will use this deco part, but I've never yet projected anything on it with an LCD. Probably because I'm too lazy to make tons of LCDs. I don't know. Nice bathroom over here. Yeah, nice queen suite. Very nice. Looks like it's got everything you'd want in there. Shower, bathroom, television, couch, bed. Yep. What more do you need? I don't see a computer in there though. It'd be kind of nice to have a nice gaming rig in there. You could, yeah. Just saying. Anyway, so let's go down this hallway. Wow, this is interesting too. Look at this window. That's just like you'd think it would follow this design going across here, but it doesn't, and then it goes up another level. Not sure. It looks like that is looking outside. It is dark outside right now, so we're not seeing too much right now. But so this is where we came in at, and man, which way do I go? Let's go down this way first. Oh, look at the glass looking out the underside of like the wing structures over here. Very cool. Oh, I like this. I like this curvy hallway too, or this curvy staircase. That looks really cool. Interesting. As another slick way to do a staircase. Staircases are usually pretty boring, but not in this case. Now, one thing I did notice about this ship too, which is a little bit different from my own creations, is I typically never have a even number width. Like it's always an odd number. Like I might have a ship that would 9 blocks wide or 11 blocks wide or whatever. This one, by the looks of the double staircase, as well as like this modern art item here in the middle, it looks like it's a double center. You can kind of tell by how this is going on here. So it's done a little bit differently than I do my ships. It's really cool. It's not like there's a right way and a wrong way. It's just all depends how you want to do it. But this is kind of interesting because it gives you that 2-block center in which you could center something like what's going on here. Oh, I love this sign back here too. Look at that. What's going on here exactly? Okay, so we've got some armored glass, and then we've got, oh, and this is visible through, nope. So armored glass backed by LCD wall, or not a LCD, a texture light wall, and then the this is actually over the top of that, which dims the lighting of the texture lights behind it, and then gives you the nice window glass frame on there with the multicolored overlaid LCD. Huh, that's again very, very cool. Little details like this, you can tell like every little inch of this thing was gone over and tried to and tweaked and whatnot. So alright, so what's up top over here? Looks like we've got more directions. I love this. So we got these straight black walls, but there's LCDs that just pop up with information in some areas. But you don't actually see like any LCD. It's just like it's elegant. It's gonna kind of all blended in. And we got some more like art structures up here too. That's really cool. And of course it's all carpeted. You got to have that. Let's go. Whoa! What the heck? Whoa, what is this? Look at this angled hallway with the plants and the colors. It's not using steps either, so it's just like walking straight down. That's a pretty good idea. And this is like a double width hallway as well, so kind of like a different ratio here. I do like that. I do like the enhanced width on that. How the coloring was done. Yeah. Well, that's one way to make a hallway look really neat. Usually hallways can be, well, I don't know, hallways can be kind of neat anyway, but that is slick. I like how that's doing it. And then we're off to one of the 2 side hangars here, so I would assume there's another one like this on the other side. I'll have to see if it's the same design or not. But my goodness, this is another just big form of art in here. Look what's going on with the ceiling blocks and the lines and the different colors, and then there's some lights up here that accent those colors, and the shadows, which is wonderful. And, wow, even this wall here, it's like waves. Look at that. It looks like it's set up to do like a wave display, and then it's got these interesting texture lights on the sides over here. A lot of different shades of blue in the mix here too. We got our armor locker, of course. Yeah, again with the LCDs. Look at that. Look at that. Lobby. Oxygen station. Everything's all nice and concealed. You know, all the high-end stuff. You can't just have these parts just willy-nilly all over the place. They got to have their very luxurious housings. Ha. Yeah, look at that. Now it's just something you just don't see. I mean, that's multi-layered wall designer blocks with like a ocean setting. That's pretty crazy. And then of course the different color scheme across the roof that just kind of accents everything. So it's not like all blue or white. It's mixing it up. Looks really cool. So all right, so we got our oxygen station lobby. Okay, so this is going back to the center. Let me go this way, see where this ends up at. Oh, well, this was unexpected. So we got like another hangar over here. Again with the wavy flow going on here. That is cool. This one's got a little bit different lighting in it too. That's pretty amazing. It really is pretty amazing. All the stuff that's done with the color and the curves and the multi-layered walls, things like that. And this looks like even a switch for the food processor. I noticed that often if there's a switch without a LCD saying what the switch does, it'll have these decals that will run to the actual part that it would control, which is really nice. I really like to walk into a ship and not be like completely confused and lost on what's going on, or what switches do. Most people do a real good job of that though. So, wow, okay, so let's go back up to the lobby. And I gotta assume that if we walked right through here and around this area, we could probably get into the same thing, I'm guessing, on the other side here. Yep, okay. So we've got two hangars with two front sub-hangars. So this thing's got quite a lot of capacity to store HVs and SVs in here, maybe or small CVs. These are pretty good sized hangars. There's not just one of them. You got the two smaller ones in front of the bigger ones in back here, and also there was the big central one underneath this double door setup over here. Oh wait, where are those double doors? I seen it before. Yeah, over here. I mean, I'm sorry. So this thing is just chock full of places to park stuff all over the place. That is just wonderful. Okay, so we've been in here before. So what I want to do is make my way up into other areas here. So we got hangar, data processing. Let's see what's going on with data processing. Oh, it's the core room. Oh, wonderful. So I'm in Reforged Eden, and this ship is vanilla. So right now what it has in here is 4 advanced CPU cores, which causes it to not be quite Reforged Eden compliant with that. But it looks like there's room in here where you could easily add some more cores. And I'm not sure if that's... Let's go to the other side over here. Okay, so yeah, we got a core room on one side, and then on this side we have medical area. I expected to see this in white. That's for some odd reason, I don't know. Every time I assume medical, I assume it's going to be painted white, but not in this case. It's green and orange and some blue tones on the ceiling, but they're all mixed well. Interesting look to that. That's pretty cool. It looks like it has all the equipment in here laid out pretty nicely. Very cool. And a plant. You got to have the plant. All right. So what else is in here? Those stairways back down. And where does this go? Okay, the spa area. We have not been to the spa yet. We gotta get up to the bridge area here too. So okay, so we're along the King Suite. I was to the Queen Suite before, but this is the King Suite. Oh, okay. So a little bit different color scheming, I do believe. So the King and Queen reside off to the sides over here. Okay, where is the spa? Spa area. Oh, it's pointing upward. Upward. How do I go upward? Upward from this direction. I'm not sure. So this would be our other area. Oh, no, all the way across over here. Okay. Here's our spa. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's got a swimming pool. Oh, that's cool. That's done differently yet. I like how the use of the force field here. And it looks like the blocks are colored different along the sides too, but that force field just kind of makes it blue, but kind of makes the water feel like it lines up there. That's really cool. Then we've got our like spa beds over here, and you know, place to get drinks. Overlooking the theater hangar. Yeah, you gotta have it. And then we got our shower room over here, another hallway, escape hangars. Yeah, and we're back to the suites over here. Okay, so let's get out into this main area. This is like walking around in a cruise ship. So what do we got going on here? Bridge is that way. Let's just see if I've been in here yet. Nope. Looks like a regular crew room over here. Some bunk beds. Let me guess a bathroom. Yep. And we got our bridge. Oh yeah, look at this. The wood grain walled bridge area. We've got our pilot seat and some several other passenger seats in here, and this would look out the front window here. Just curious on one thing. Let me bring up my tools here a minute. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought the windows seemed a little dark here. But yeah, I get it. The tinted window look really looks pretty good with this stuff. But yeah, you can make it brighter. Just keep that in mind. If you get out a multi-tool, go to the change and rotate mode, and just click on this glass, you can brighten that up a little bit and see a little bit better if you're flying in first person. Wow. I'm not sure if I quite seen it all, but I better get moving on. This is pretty amazing. What a ship. Again, a lot of time and effort, I'm sure, went into this. The detailing, I mean, just getting the hull and the colors going and everything else. I gotta assume that there are some switches here. Let me get back up to the bridge. I think I can access that pretty easily from in front. I also didn't go up this way. I was just curious if there was some switches for the weapon systems. Let's take a look at the P menu. It says, oh yeah, all kinds of switches. So we got spotlights. Oh, we're gonna have to turn this on too. Exterior attack bank, defense bank. Okay, so I'll just turn everything on. Let me go back to nighttime one more time. I want to take a look at the exterior of the ship again. See if we got some a light show going on somewhere. So I wouldn't doubt it, but yeah, am I seeing some flickery? I think it's just it definitely lights up the bottom side area quite well here, so you can see what you're doing in the dark on the outside. I'm not seeing any flashy lights. I didn't see a piano either, so I don't know, man. I don't know. No piano. How can you have a spaceship without a piano? Come on. I'm just kidding. This is really awesome. And I do believe, I'm pretty sure, like with most creations, if you wanted to use this in Reforged Eden, if you might need to adjust the power a little bit and obviously add in some CPU cores. So taking a look at some specs on here, because it has 4 advanced CPU cores in there, that doesn't show up very well in Reforged Eden that I'm in right now. So it looks like it's all off, but this would have 10 million CPU in vanilla. Reforged Eden, the numbers play out different, so it's hard to say exactly what this would need in Reforged Eden to achieve the CPU. Obviously, you'd want to add in 1 more advanced core, 2 improved cores, and a basic core to start with, and that would get you up to 2.1 million CPU. Now, this number could change as well in vanilla, so it might not be 2.9 million CPU in vanilla. It's possible that beyond that, though, it would need a quantum or auxiliary core added to the ship. Again, potentially possible that it could need another generator or 2 somewhere too, depending. But I'm pretty sure you could get this going in Reforged Eden as well. But very, very cool ship. Classic CrazyZ with a twist, I would say. It's a big one. It's a big one. I haven't seen CrazyZ make a whole lot of stuff as of late, but yeah, this one looks like it would suck up the time. Very, very cool. So the next one here is the PEX Caledorus SCT4. And this certainly looks like a carrier to me. And this is by author TAYSTAY. TAYSTAY. I get it. Author TAYSTAY. So it kind of has a little ring to that name there. And I'm unfamiliar with this author, but I got to tell you, it looks like this author is quite experienced. Sometimes when you see names you haven't necessarily heard of, you wouldn't expect to see such a grand-looking ship here, and this really looks cool. Yeah, everything's very nicely detailed on the sides here. A lot of stuff going on. It looks like we have a lot of some extra turret mount points in places. A lot of strafing thrust going on over here. Neat use of grates. It almost kind of looks like these areas are designed to even add more. I don't know if that's true or not, but I keep on thinking that if you carved out these blocks and removed these grates, you could fit the wedge version of these thrusters in there as well. Easily. And almost kind of looks like it's designed for it, with the round blocks that are on the inside there. And it looks like this would be more like down thrust. So I bet you this has an awful lot of upgradability to it, especially with thrusters so far. But not just a carrier too, because I'm seeing some fixed artillery guns over here as well. And the front does not open up, so it's all nice and sealed up. That is cool. We got some side hangar doors. Keep on floating around here a bit. This is really cool. So it looks like just the side hangar doors so far. Maybe there's something on top. I haven't even looked at it yet. So the back does not have a hangar door either. It does have a couple big XL thrusters back there, and it looks like again more homes to add additional thrusters. Yeah, it looks pretty predominant throughout this ship of a lot of thruster upgrade parts. So yeah, up here, this is kind of cool. So it has a repair bay on the outside, and it looks like a couple turret positions over here. So what's going on under here? Oh, looks like a little sideway into the ship, so you don't have to walk through the hangar door here. You can get in through these access doors over there. That is really cool. Let's take a look at the top side here. Oh, we've got a pretty interesting looking ramps, multiple ramps. Ah, that's cool. So a way to move some HVs or SVs potentially from the hangar to the flight deck out here. That is cool. Yeah, quite a lot of docking space out here too. Looks like you could park quite a few vehicles, and you have a central kind of like a runway down the middle there. Yeah, I like how the lines were done. I brought this up in something else too, and actually ragged on 7 days a little bit for their lines. This is done right over here. Those look like pretty close, as close to the correct real world lines as you could probably do with the decals that are available. Again, we've got a door on the front side here. It looks like covered by a ramp, another internal place into the ship. Kind of like the consistency there. And I'm really curious on what's under these doors. Okay, so this, nothing. I don't think these were really... Stay. Okay. I probably shouldn't have hit those. So I wasn't sure if there's anything under there, or they're just used as a nice like ramp, like a 3-to-1 block ratio versus the normal 2-to-1 or 22.5 degree angle. That's a nice way to do that, actually. That's pretty cool. You can just lock these in position so they don't open and close all the time, and you're all set. So up here, which is also meets up to the back, we've got a production area, convenient spot right next to the repair bay as well. So yeah, we're getting some constructors, and looks like storage boxes right next to them. I didn't look at the storage on CrazyZ's ship. I really should do that. Again, I know it had, I'm sure it has a fair amount, but it is a little rough sometimes to see the full storage on a ship through the menus, and there's not really any stats that would give you a number to tell you how much storage is actually on the ship. The more storage containers and controllers and boxes it has all over the place, the harder it is to assess how much actual storage it has without adding everything up. Oh, and this passes right through it too. I didn't even realize that. So these doors on the front go right through here, right to the back. So you could literally get from here to there without even going through the main hangar. Or well, I wouldn't say main hangar, through this production hangar area on the top. So let's hit one of these hallways now. This is an interesting way to do the armor repair. So it's sunk into the floor by a block, so you only see the top half of it. Kind of changes the way that looks and makes it fit into a tighter hallway that way too. It's a cool idea. And that is right out. Let's see. So is there any? Oh yes. Oh yes. Just try to figure out how to navigate the ship. I guess I was looking for some way to connect to other interior parts of the ship from here. But maybe there isn't. Maybe actually you do need to go down. Unless I'm missing an elevator or something in here, but it doesn't look like it. Well, obviously you can go down this way. So let's okay, now we've got a larger hangar area. Oh, I gotta say this is really cool. You know what? I'm gonna do the light thing here too. Look at that. That is cool. Making a custom LCD to fit the block work around a hallway section. That's cool. That is really cool. Very, very cool idea there. And there's a lot going on in this LCD too. But yeah, kind of like conform to fit this specific block area, I do believe. Oh, well, it looks like it could go on, because it goes into the wall, it looks like it could be used for a square area too, so it doesn't necessarily have to be on that block format, but it looks great that way. That is really, really cool. So we got in here a lot of doors, so we got our side doors to get you in here, and ramps. Very cool. Like how that's done. Nicely detailed hangar. Everything ceiling's all fancy. A lot of texture work going on. Lighting. Like how the name's done over here. Some cargo boxes and some stuff in the side here. Looks like our projector probably for that. Upper deck. Yes. All right. So let's go down this way. Oh, I got an ammunition controller out here on the side here, 120K. Lounge and garden. So we're on level 0. And we've got a secure bridge as well. Crew quarters, fuel storage, O2, production, upper deck, repair bay, bridge, medical bay, teleporter. Looks like it's a very full-featured ship. Carrier style ship. Grow lights. Oh yeah, look at the farm. Very cool. Very cool. That looks like it's going to work out nicely right in there. And we got controls for the individual grow lights and directions back down to the hangar where we just came from. Fridges, food processor. Very, very nice. Yeah, and some LCD or texture lights over there. Very, very cool. Crew quarter. Oh yeah, typical crew room, toilet and shower. You know what would be really neat? With these toilets, everybody's always forced to put like some door over the front of it. And if you use an airtight door, then, well, if you don't use an airtight door, then it's a glass door that you can see through. So if you were to walk in here, if the game even lets you do that, here, I'm going to get out of God mode to find out. Can you walk in? Yeah, you can walk into here. So if I got the HUD up, no, I do have O2. I was curious if I was going to have an oxygen loss because of that, but it looks like it's still has oxygen in there. That is cool. Okay, never mind. It was just a weird thought. I was going to suggest having some kind of bathroom model with an actual door that's built into it. We got our elevator, and okay, then this was our farm. Crew quarter on the other side as well. Offline protection room. Oh, it's got a whole room for OP. Nice, nice. Alright, so elevator, level 1. I like how all this is done too. Look at all this LCD work going on here. Consistent, like a whole set of LCDs to make this particular theme. It's complicated LCDs as well. Ooh, look at the bottom of this. Oh, that's an LCD as well. That was unexpected. So this is telling you where the like the ground of this floor is with that LCD. Now that's something I have not seen at all ever. I've seen some LCDs on the inside of elevators now fairly recently, but I have not seen like a fake floor LCD inside of elevators. That is something that is definitely new. Looks really cool actually. And we are back up to the production hangar. Oh, so there was a way. I missed this. Yeah, the big sign that said elevator when I was walking through here earlier, I didn't even see it. What an idiot. No, okay, so yeah, there is elevators that go right through there. You don't have to walk out to the front hangar and back around. My bad. Oh, nice looking medical bay. Like how that's done up. Again, cool LCD work. This is a lot of work too, because each one of these LCDs, when you highlight one row, you have to customize this LCD for this specific area or location, and then you have to like change your LCD if you put it on the next level to highlight that color, and so on and so forth. It just takes more work to do, but it looks really nice in the end. And we've got our pilot seat, a couple passenger seats, and some utility equipment right up here too. So yeah, so essentially you're so close. It's right next to the med bay. So if you get all healed up before you take the flight, or if something goes bad, you can get to some medical stuff really quick. And we've got our teleporter in here as well. Yeah, nice convenient locations on here. So 3, 2. Okay, 2 was there. And 1 is here. Oh, I don't think I've been here before. Gravity generator room. Yep. Okay, so opposite side of the offline protection room. Or maybe I was here. Okay, so crew quarters and fuel storage. I don't think I went in here yet. Oh, wow. We got a tube. Oh, you got to have the air ducts running through everything. That is cool. Then you got the fuel tanks over here on the side, and it's ventilated as well. That is really cool. Again, another one of these ships. A lot of time and effort put into it to make this really nice. Everywhere's got good lighting. And it looks like it's, there's not really seeing much in fluff in here. It's pretty much all to the point. Farms, crew quarters. Well, crew quarters, I guess technically you could call fluff, but it feels right. It feels right in a spaceship. I mean, any spaceship this size, you need a place for people to sleep and go about their lives. All right, so let's take a look at some specs here. Now this one I believe is also for vanilla, but I'm looking at the CPU. Well, maybe not. Maybe it is a RE creation. I'm looking at the CPU, and this could, even if this number translates pretty close to what it is, it would be with the right cores added, it would be 2.1 million CPU. And now here's what I'm pretty sure happened here is it's probably a dual release. I do the same thing with a lot of my builds. I'll put in the 4 advanced vanilla cores or advanced CPU cores, so it's vanilla compliant, and then offer space to put in the remaining Reforged Eden cores. And once you do that, you'll be at 2.1 million. So it looks like spec-wise, everything was really thought about on this. So that is cool. And I would expect it to be quite useful in vanilla as well as Reforged Eden. Reforged Eden, of course, you'd need to put in some extra cores. It's just the nature of it. And it looks like there's a lot of upgrade slots, especially for thrusters, and adding a lot more turrets in various places around here too. And yeah, overall, really cool looking build. Dig it. I like carriers anyway, and it's a cool looking carrier. Definitely like how it was laid out, thoroughly detailed throughout as well. So awesome work on that one. And like all these creations that I show in the video, the Steam Workshop links will be in the video description. So the next one here is we got the Outrunner Modi, and this is by PalioSkylo. PalioSkylo. Sorry, I'm a little bad with some of the names here. And this, I would say, just by first glimpse, I would say that this is a smaller combat-oriented ship, but maybe I'm wrong. These are drills, aren't they? I think I am wrong. Yeah, we got so we've got 2 drills up front, but well, it's also backed by artillery, a big artillery turret, and some other weaponry. So it looks like some drilling and some combat. It's not a real big ship on here. Oh, this looks pretty cool. I like the shape. I like how these outer panels are done, kind of like armor plating over the hull. And again, the texture lights on the side. That looks pretty cool. It gives it some extra accents. I like the colors as well. I think we're dealing with a couple different tones of colors here. I think, or it's just how they reflect light, maybe too. And I can see our bridge right there. Let's take a look at the back. Yeah, interesting. So on the back side, it does have some red LCDs as well, and some various corners just to add a little bit of texture detail there. Interesting looking turret mount point with the rounds, and it's actually fitting thrusters right in that area. That's interesting. I kind of like that. Oh, a little. Yeah, there's moving stuff in there. Yeah, looking through these windows. Oh, that's a really cool. That is really cool. So we see our shield and some generators through the back there. Let's hop in. Let's get in this. So I don't expect this ship to have too much inside. It's a pretty small ship, but yeah, I like that shield generator and how it's visible through the back of the ship. Walk in here. We've got a ramp, bridge, engineering, hydroponics. Well, could be a little wrong again. I was expecting to see like one room in here, but it's like all these places. Holy smokes. So yeah, we definitely seen our CPU cores along this area here and some fuel tanks. So a lot of maintenance stuff, and that runs out to the shield. And let's go out this door here. Okay, so then we got our teleporter, engineering room, doors, hydroponics, and medical bay. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like how this asymmetrical glass structure, well, different on the other side. Okay, so we got a crew room, a shower, and all the other fun stuff on the other side. Let's do the lighting queue here too. This is lit up a lot different than a lot of other ships. It looks cool. It's mixing again some different colors together to kind of create a different theme and look. Cool looking bridge, like this the glass being able to see down on the floor, and some essential equipment really close to you too. Medical bay and oxygen right there. We got some switches here. Okay, drone hatch. Looks like we got a drone hatch or escape hatch out one side. What's this one do? Oh, and that's your thruster control switch. Okay. So you'll be able to save power when you're landed, turn off the thrusters. Makes a lot of sense there. No, I like this. Let's go back out here and check out engineering. So we got an advanced constructor down in this area. And yeah, it's a pretty small ship, so this stuff is pretty tightly fitted in there, but that has a way of looking nice in itself, actually. Feels proportional. We got looks like a little farm, and we got a detector over there. Looks like a food processor, some fuel tanks around the area here. I like the pipe work on the ceiling as well. Interesting. Stuff to look at everywhere you go. Texture lights across there. That looks cool. And we're back out to the bridge and hydroponics. Okay, so I think that's pretty much the ship. All right, let's get the lights rolling again. And we'll take a look at this one here. So CPU wise, Again, yeah, I'm in Reforged Eden. Maybe I shouldn't have been this time. The majority of creations that I usually look at on the workshop are typically for Reforged Eden. Well, at least that was my thinking. I'm not sure if that's 100% true. So I usually fire these up in Reforged Eden so we can see those stats. But this one kind of looks like it's another vanilla creation, or designed for vanilla, or maybe both. Let's take a look at our some of our specs here. So unlock level 25, size class 1. So yeah, this is a pretty small ship, really. A lot of function in it for its size. Obviously, it's got a couple of drills on there, so you can do some mining, which is awfully nice. These big CV drills do actually a wonderful job at mining. Usually a lot faster than other things. I'm not looking at this because I turned off the thrusters. I'm going to just manually override that a minute. So yeah, pretty good thruster speeds, 56, 26, 13 strafing. Looks like I'll move around pretty good. After this, I'm gonna take a look at something I forgot to do again. It has to do with the storage on these things. I would like to get at least a ballpark idea on how much storage is in here. So on this ship, we got a 316K cargo controller, 220K, or I'm sorry, 220, yeah, 220K ammo. And let's see, weapons containers, that would be a box. O2 frame commercial controller. So it looks like harvest and ammo. So I'm not seeing another storage controller beyond that, but you do have some cargo boxes that will give you about 16K and so on. I want to take a look at this one here real quick. Make sure I got it selected. So yeah, this one size class 6. So yeah, not too bad. This would be compliant in most all servers, I would say. 23-hour and 28-minute build time, unlock level 25, some amount of weapons. Obviously, this ship had a lot of upgrade slots, especially for thrusters and more turrets. So you could add quite a bit more, as well as more CPU and things like that. CPU on the ship obviously set up really compliant with Reforged Eden, but comes stock ready for vanilla, I would say. It would probably have 10 million CPU in vanilla. And storage here. Oh wait, that's not the right ship. That happens a lot. Let's try it again. Oh, well, let's just pick the right ship. So this one has a considerable amount of storage on it, actually. So we've got 6 320K regular cargo bays. I like how this is done. It's easier to read what's going on with the storage. You don't have to click on each one and find out. It's kind of why I do the same thing. I like to put the storage amount on the name of the storage, on how you name it, and it's colored too, which is pretty cool. So yeah, six mains, 2 120K ammo, and then some miscellaneous cargo boxes and other things. So quite a bit on this one. Let's go take a look at CrazyZ crazy ship over here. Just call it the crazy ship. So storage wise, we've got let's see, container controller. We got 1, 2, 3. Are these all 320s? Yes. What else? We got an ammo controller, another 320. Did have a lot of guns on the ship, so yeah, you would want that big ammo controller. So it looks like 3 320s, and I would say mostly a lot of different cargo boxes and other things like that. So just so you know. All right, so next we got some a little bit smaller stuff over here now. Here's something by author Fractalite. I haven't seen Fractalite make anything in a long time, so I was kind of I was looking at the workshop and I'm like, Fractalite. Fractalite came back and made something for Empyrion. It's been a while. So this is really cool, interesting looking SV. He's kind of known for doing some different kinds of blockwork designs. At least sometimes, not all the time. But this is yeah, no exception. A lot of different blockwork going on here with these front areas. Looks like we got some weapons. We've got groups of down thrusters. Our big strafing thruster on the side here, which is open, it's unblocked. Looks like a fair amount of guns on here. We got 4 rail guns and 4 of these plasma cannons. Oh yeah, speaking of the name of the ship, this is the Embrace. Got some big SV thrusters on the back here, so I bet you this would move around pretty good. It's kind of neat how it's lit up too. I want to do a little lighting cue on this one as well. See what you look like at. Oh, look at that. See, now this is kind of the effect it was going for here. When you see it with the lights and the texture lights at night, it really changes the way it appears. That is very cool. Let's go take a walk inside. So this is interesting. All ships I've come across usually have a door out at the back here, like a 3x3 door. This has a force field, and just done differently. That is pretty interesting. So right as we got a approved CPU core there, armor locker, O2 station. I like how the warp core is displayed over here. Looks like it's a full block away. So yeah, you shouldn't get fried by walking by at all. Taxa tank right housed in with the warp core. A lot of stuff going on at the ceiling with parts. Looks like the fridge up there as well. Let's see. Then we've got a harvest controller. A harvest controller. I gotta look at this. This might be set up for doing some harvesting as well here. So harvest controller about 3.7K, and an ammo controller at about 3.8K. Let me turn on a light here. Oh, we got some RCS in here as well. Looks like the main core is there, and am I looking at a shield? Yep, shield generator. A lot of stuff going on in the parts placements over here. A little confused about this part. Maybe it was more of a decorative thing, but I'm seeing what appears to be 2 wireless controllers. Maybe a third over here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 wireless controllers. It's interesting. I gotta assume maybe it was for looks. You only really need the one, unless it was a long ways away from the other one, and to increase your coverage area of Wi-Fi. But okay, so it looks like I was looking for a way if you could enter the cockpit from inside, basically. Just kind of wondering if some of that was visible here. It doesn't look like it. So it looks like you would have to go into the cockpit from the outside of the ship. Anyway, really cool ship. I love how it lights up at night with the lighting cues and everything else that's going on here. Let's take a look at some specs here as well. And yeah, I'm trying to figure out the harvest. It's got harvest on here. Maybe it was intended to add in some kind of harvesting device, or am I just missing something here that I didn't see? Let me take a look at its menus, options. So I'm not seeing any custom signals or switches here. I didn't see any levers or anything either. So I'm not exactly sure on the harvest. But let's maybe I'm missing a multi-turret somewhere or something like that. Can you even have multi-turrets on SVs? Is that a thing? I'm not sure on that. I don't see one though. Well, let's take a look at the specs. This will okay. So we don't have a harvesting item on here. So size class 1, 4-hour, 9-minute unlock time, or build time, and so unlock level 20. Looks like it's pretty nimble, getting around. Very cool design. All right, well the next one here, this is a little guy here, a really cool shaped fighter looking creation here. This is the Merlin, and this is by ProcyonLotor. I'm gonna try to say that faster, more accurately at some point. It's not the first time I've looked at this author's creations. This looks nice though. It looks really cool. It looks like we got a interior. This is not a prefab cockpit, so we got an interior space in here too. I like how this is done with the angled down wings with the blocks above it. It's very proportional to the design. In fact, everything looks really good with the proportions on this. So nice and aerodynamic as well. Looks like we've got some different shutter doors on the top here. I'll have to check that out. So maybe that's how we get in too, because I'm not seeing a back door. So it looks like we'd kind of hop up on the top and get in, unless I'm missing something else. I don't think so. So okay, so it's pretty low profile, easy to get on top of the ship, and let's hop in. Oh, up. Oh, okay. So we got a couple rooms on the side. That explains the 2 doors. So this is a upgrade room. I like how this is done. Upgrade. So we've got, looks like a place for a warp drive. MJ. All thrusters can be upgraded. Over protection tank, jump and protection tank, medium jet thrusters, MJ. So okay, so it's meant to upgrade some thrusters. Looks like MJ. I still don't quite know what the MJ. Oh, right there, medium jet thrusters. Okay, so medium jet thrusters over there, and over there, place for the big warp drive. Place for a protection tank. We got Wi-Fi over here. Looks like a place for constructor, I would say, and drive markings, and am I missing that? Probably. It's amazing. Now, if I were to watch this video later, I'll probably be like, I miss so many things and it's so obvious. But when you're walking through it, doing it, it's easier to. I swear it's easier to miss things. It's easier watching someone else do it. Then you can see everything and not worry about it. So yeah, this is cool. So we've got this big upgrade room here with a lot of different upgrades that you can do to this ship. And then down in here, our nice cockpit area, which gives us some routine function here, some storage, refrigerators, oxygen. Looks like a place for additional O2 tank and other upgrade parts in here. Our fuel. Oh, this is very nicely done. And we've got our glass cockpit on the front here, like the LCDs by the all this area here. Some informational stuff. And then our doorway from the top getting down into the cockpit area. And it looks like places for more upgrade parts. So a generator location over here. No, that's cool. So it's really set up for a lot of upgrades, I would say. Let's take a look at some of its specs here. Oh, look at that. Look how nice and clean the CPU is on this. So this is a tier 1, how it sits. Explains all the upgrades. So obviously you could add in, I'm sure, basic core. Maybe it gets into improved cores, warp drive, probably place for just about everything. A nice little package here. And let me just take a look. Okay, we got a steel hull on this one. That's something I didn't look at the other ships too. Hardened steel on the Embrace. Yeah. No, cool ship. Cool ship. Yeah, I seen this up there. Yeah, it's like a starter SV. I want to see how much this costs too. It's like everything was well thought out. Look at the production time on this. This is insanely good. 36 minutes and 26 seconds. And look at what it uses. That's very, very useful. Very, very useful as a starter SV with a lot of upgrade options in it. And it still has a couple Gatling guns stocked too. Not sure if it's, I don't think it's really intended to be like a big monster fight or anything like that, but for what it is and what it costs, and the fact that you can upgrade it to do warp and other things, very well thought out creation. Good looking design and style to it as well. Awesome work on that. So next one here, we've got a M1 Miner RE, and this is by Ente. Yeah, I noticed this too. This looks pretty savage here. I love it. So it's definitely more of an industrial look, kind of rusty, running 8 mining drills on the front of it. Cool looking cockpit here. I like how the block work was done over here. That's pretty interesting, and the interesting glass there in the center too, right in between the drills. We got some lights to illuminate what you're drilling. Some pretty good strafing thrust. We got a warp core and generator just kind of out here. It's an industrial thing. It does have a little bit of defense here. I wouldn't say a lot, but yeah, it's not bad. You can shoot down pesky drones screwing with your mining operations. And a lot of the parts are just kind of thrown in here, which is really cool. A lot of stuff going on. Look at that. We got a long-range radar in here. Looks like fuel. And they're not just thrown in here. I didn't mean like this is random chaos. It's interesting how it's done, because there's a lot of big parts in here, but a lot of the stuff was just designed to look very industrial. And it does too. It just kind of like, yeah, this is the chassis, this mining chassis with all its stuff, and it's cool how this is done on the again, like these metal strip set, or almost like little places of armor to kind of hold everything together. And you can obviously see some cargo extensions there. Really cool. Again, no entryway. I don't think there's an interior in this part of the ship, at least. There's got to be an interior though, so I got to figure out how to get there. Maybe look on the bottom. Is there something sneaky? Well, there's no interior in this area. Maybe it's just in the front section. Duh. Right above it. Right above it. So it looks like you would come in down from... Oh, wait a minute. No, look at this. Didn't even notice it. So we got a big ramp coming up from the underside here. Okay. And that gets you in there. Or you could come in through the top. Very nice. So that comes up. Yeah, looks like we've got a ammo controller right here, our main core. I'm sure this is going to have a harvest controller. Yep. Harvest, well, at least a 320. We'll take a look at the specs here. Really cool. Really cool. Let's see. 3 fuel tanks, unlock level 25. That's pretty granted for a CV miner. I don't think you can go much lower than that. If possible. The mining drills itself might be unlock level 25. I'd have to look at that. Yeah, so size class 1. Looks like it scoots around pretty good. The specs here look really nice, actually. And you kind of want high velocity miners, I think, too. I think the maneuverability of being able to fly around an asteroid and keep on pointing at it does make a miner, I think, a little more effective. So it's one of those kind of creations, like if you had a CV miner, it's one of those things that I think should just be a little more thrusty than your average ship, especially if you start filling them up with a lot of ore. So other stats here, M1 miner, we got an ammo controller at 32K and a harvest controller at 320K. And that is pretty much it for the storage on there, but it's very much to the point. It is a CV miner. I bet you it would CV mine very nicely. 12 drill setup is nothing to sneeze at. That is a pretty effective miner. I'm actually happy. I've even used like a 2 drill setup, and it's still amazingly faster than mining with typical like SV or something like that, or HV. Very nice creation. Anyway, some really wonderful creations again today. I love to see all these everyone like making stuff for it. There's a couple authors in here again I was unfamiliar with from past. Duly noted. I'll have to take a look at it to see what else you got brewing up in your workshop. Yeah, some just really nice stuff. A lot of time and effort goes into these creations, and definitely check these out. Again, all the links will be in the video description, and they are on the Steam Workshop. I think almost every one of these came from the current Spotlight as of what I seen this morning. on this day. So they're all very, very current creations. Again, I apologize for some of the stuff. It's always kind of rough trying to show all these in one particular video in one scene. Some are made for vanilla, some are made for Reforged Eden, some are made for both. It gets a little tricky with the stats. And then, you know, like a ship like at least one that we've seen, it might be set up stock for vanilla CPU cores with the 4 advanced, but intended to add in the Reforged Eden cores, which will totally change the CPU on the ship. The same things I do. I don't like to release. I don't think anybody does. I don't think anybody really likes to release multiple versions of the same thing for vanilla and Reforged Eden. It's I think most people would rather just have the one creation. It's a lot of extra work putting out 2 posts like that. And then there's this, especially if you're trying to get noticed, if you're a newer author and want people to really check out your stuff. What happens a lot of times if you have 2 versions of the same ship, maybe configured different for Reforged or vanilla, or even a different loadout of one origin or another. A lot of times, you know, if people really like the ship, they'll look at the one and they might give you an upvote, and then they'll skip the other one. So then what happens is you're kind of like splitting the ratings you would get between, you know, you would have had them all on the one ship if it was compatible with both, but if you have the 2, now you're kind of splitting the ratings up. Most people will not go thumb up each one. Some probably do, but most of the time that doesn't happen. So I'm just saying that, and none of these are doing that, and I haven't seen much in that kind of multiple creations of the same or multiple versions of the same thing very often anymore. So that is really cool, but it is harder to make something dual compatibility between Reforged Eden and vanilla. You got to put some extra time and effort into it, some more testing, and it makes the build time longer. A lot of times you have to equip them all and then start gutting it again before you release it. So anyway, y'all have yourself a great weekend. Next week, hopefully I'll have a little bit busier week on videos. I'm going to be hitting that Creel space station, show you updates to that other CV. I'll just deem it as a transport ship right now. And then, yeah, and that kind of stuff. So anyway, have a great weekend. I will talk to you later.